A very good morning to you all. So today I will be continuing with your exercise 8.2. So part number 2 and 3 I have already solved for you in question number 1. So first part you can solve of your own. Here is the solution for your fourth part. That is given sin 30 plus tangent 45 minus cos 60. Then secant 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45 and you have to evaluate. Use the trigonometric table to write the values. Sin 30 1 upon 2, tangent 45 1, cosec 60 2 upon root 3, sec 30 2 upon root 3, reciprocal of cos. Cos 60 is 1 upon 2 and cot 45 is 1 reciprocal of tangent 45. Now next part is your calculation. So here this is 2 and this is root 3. Take the LCM. 1 upon 2 plus 1 will make it 3 upon 2. Then minus 2 upon root 3. LCM of 2 and root 3 will be 2 root 3. Similarly in the denominator again 2 root 3 will be the LCM and then solve it. Both the denominators are same of numerator and denominator. Directly also you can cancel it out. Then here it becomes 3 root 3 minus 4 upon 4 plus 3 root 3. Still you can see that square root is there. So go for rationalization. That is by the conjugate of this. That is 4 minus 3 root 3. To make it in the form of a plus b into a minus b. And then when you will be solving it. So the answer here again the denominator is coming in minus. So that is not called the standard form answer. So to make it plus, as I did yesterday in part number 3 to you. So you can multiply the numerator by minus, so then denominator will become plus. So it will become positive 43 minus 24 root 3 upon 11. So that is the answer lying in the standard form. Then your fifth part of first question is 5 cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tangent square 45 upon sin square 30 plus cos square 30. Again you need to use the table and please keep a check that within the first step your trigonometric part is over. So cos 60 is 1 upon 2 to square of 1 upon 2. Secant 30 is 2 upon root 3 to square of 2 upon root 3. For tangent 45 is 1 so square of 1. Sin 30 is 1 upon 2 so square of 1 upon 2. Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2 so square of root 3 upon 2. As per the conditions are there. The next part, do the calculations carefully. 1 upon 2 whole square means 1 upon 4 into 5, that is 5 upon 4. 2 upon root 3 whole square, 2 to the 4 and root 3 square is 3. 4 upon 3 into 4 means 16 upon 3. Minus 1 square is minus 1. Then here it is 1 upon 4 plus 3 upon 4. Again you do the calculation carefully, check the answer 67 upon 12. Then in question number 2, there are multiple choices given to you, or in first part you have to solve like 2 tangent 30 upon 1 plus tangent square 30. So there are 4 options given to you. So what you do, you put the value of tangent 30, 1 upon root 3 in numerator as well as in denominator, 1 upon root 3 whole square. Then do this calculation. 2 upon root 3, 1 plus 1 upon 3 will be equal to what? 4 upon 3. So if we take it to the numerator, 2 upon root 3 into 3 upon 4. Still you are getting 3 upon 2 into root 3. Still it is there in the denominator. So go for rationalization. So what happens? 3 into 2 root 3 will make it 6 root 3. 2 2s are 4, under root 3 into under root 3. 3, 4 3s are 12. So it becomes 12 there. So finally it is coming root 3 upon 2. So root 3 upon 2. Your 4 options there are sin 60, cos 60, tangent 60 and sin 30. So you know for tangent 60 your answer will be tangent 60, that should be sin 60. So option A is the correct option. So sin 60 will be the answer for this. Please do this correction. It should be sin 60, not tan 60. Then second part again, like 1 minus tangent square 45, 1 plus tangent square 45. You know tangent 45 is 1. So 1 square and 1 square. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0 and 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 divided by any number is equal to 0. So option D is the correct option. Then in third part you need to prove somewhere sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a. True when sin a is equal to turn wise, like first option is there, a is equal to 0. So you can put for this a the value 0. So it becomes left hand side becomes sin 2 multiply 0. And 2 sin a means 2 sin 0. Now this 2 into 0 will make it sin 0. And 2 sin, that is 0. Sin 0 I know is equal to 0. So this will directly be equal to 0. And here sin 0 is 0. This will be 2 into 0. So any number multiplied by 0 is always equal to 0. So your left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is true for your first option, that is a is equal to 0. Then fourth part, 2 tangent 30 upon 1 minus tangent square 30. So difference between the first and the fourth part probably is of sine. So repeat the process. There you reached at sine 60. Here you will reach at tangent 60 because calculation there was under root 3 upon 2. So here it is coming only under root 3. So you know under root 3 is the value of tangent 60. So out of 4 options, your correct option is C, that is tangent 60. Then third question. This is the different type of question. If tangent a plus b is equal to root 3 and tangent a minus b is equal to 1 upon root 3, conditions are a plus b is greater than 0 and less than equal to 90 and a is greater than b, then you have to find a and b. Now, it is given in the form of tangent a plus b, then it is given in the form of tangent a minus b, and I need to calculate the value of a and b, means I have to eliminate this t ratio somewhere. So right hand side will help me in doing that, because I know that under root 3 for the specific angle of tangent 60 is under root 3. So if left hand side is tangent, so I have to look for this value in terms of tangent only, so that I can eliminate the t ratio. So then you know tangent 60 and here it is 30 degree. 1 upon root 3 in terms of tangent is tangent 30. So tangent cancel with tangent, here also cancel with tangent. It will be a plus b is equal to 60, it will be a minus b is equal to 30. So in that way you will be getting the two equations. Equation number 1, a plus b is equal to 60. And equation number 2, you are getting a minus b is equal to 30. Then simultaneously we'll add, we will go off, 2a is equal to 90, so a will be 45, substitute either in 1 or 2, so that will help you to get the value of b, that is equal to 15 degree. So that's all about your question number 3. Then question number 4 again is related to your true and false. So your first part is sin a plus b is equal to sin a plus sin b. You have to prove. So that is false. Like when I am talking about left hand side, say I have taken a is equal to 30 and b is equal to 60. You can choose the different angles also. So I have taken a is 30, b is 60. So this becomes 30 plus 60, 90. I know sin 90 is equal to 1. So if I solve the left hand side, it will become is equal to 1 for 30 and 60. Same values I need to put in right hand side, it will become sin 30 plus sin 60. Sin 30 is 1 upon 2, sin 60 is root 3 upon 2. So if I solve this, this will become under root 3 plus 1 upon 2. So the left hand side I am not getting is equal to right hand side, hence the statement is false. Then second part is the value of sin theta increases as theta increases. This is true. You see in your table you can see, if you see sin 0 then sin 30, so theta is increasing. 0 is 0, then 30 is 1 upon 2. Then again you move towards 45, it is 1 upon root 2, and so on. So as you are moving 0 to 90 degree, your theta is increasing. And then in fourth statement, third, the value of cos theta increases as theta increases. This is false. Very clearly you can check. Right onwards, the first, your sin cos 0 is equal to 1. So that is not in increasing order in case of cos. So in case of sin it is true. In case of cos it is false. That is third statement. The value of cos theta increases is false. Then fourth, sin theta is equal to cos theta for all values of theta. You can try for other values, otherwise it is very clear from the trigonometric table that sine and cos in terms of theta are only and only equal on for 45 degree. So other angles are not equal there. So only unique value 45 if is there, then your sine 45 will be equal to cos 45, not for any other angle. Then fifth part was cot A is not defined for A is equal to 0. This is true because cot A I know is equal to 1 upon tangent A, and A is given equal to 0, 1 upon tangent 0, and tangent 0 is equal to what? 0. So it becomes 1 upon 0, hence it is undefined. So please write the reasons in support of your answer while you are explaining true and false in such questions. So that is the end of your exercise 8.2. So I think that's enough for today, and moreover already assignment of 10 questions I have added, that is based upon your exercise 8.1, and I think sufficient questions are given including your previous board questions in that assignment. So now from this exercise point of view, I will be adding the next assignment by tomorrow, and then you can practice the board, and then let us see when we will be coming for the next class. Thank you. Have a nice time.